Alright, so geometric series question. This is exercise 7G.1 question 7. Geometric series has a second term of 6. The sum of its first three terms is negative 14. Find its fourth term. How do we go about geometric series? Well, U1 is just going to be whatever it is. U2 is going to be U1 multiplied by R. And U3 is going to be U1 R squared. So we know geometric series terms are multiplied. So multiplied by a common ratio, so there we have them there. And we know the second term equals 6, so I've got one equation. I've got U1 multiplied by R is equal to 6. We're given one other bit of information, the sum of the first three terms. So sum of the first, not M, sum of the first n terms is not mu, U1. Now, I think the ratio is going to be greater than 1 here, so I'm going to go R to the n minus 1 over R take 1. And if we fill in the blanks for this one, negative 14 is going to be equal to U1 R to the 3 minus 1 divided by R take 1. Now that's got a nice factorisation, R cubed minus 1. If you can remember it, that might let us simplify that a little bit. I think we might try and struggle on without simplifying that though, and it might make it a little bit easier for you. So let's see if we can do it a different way. So here I'm just going to get an expression for R. R equals 6 divided by U1. That's something that I can use, and I'm going to substitute that value into this equation for Sn. So negative 14, I'll multiply through by R minus 1 because I want to get that looking nice first. And the difference of cubes, if you know it, go ahead and simplify that. That'll make your life a little bit easier, but we can do it without it anyway. Negative 14, 6 over U1 minus 1 equals U1 6 cubed, 636, 216 over U1 cubed minus 1. Let's expand everything. So negative 84 over U1 plus 14 equals 216 over U1 squared, subtract minus U1. Okay, well, I don't like those denominators, so I'm going to multiply everything by U1 squared. I think that's that one. Multiply everything by U1 squared. That's going to give us a solvable equation. Oh, we're working in black, not blue. So we'll go ahead and do that. So U1 squared is going to cancel with one of those. So I'm going to have negative 84 U1 plus 14 U1 squared equals 216 minus U1 cubed. Let's write it nicely as a cubic. U1 cubed plus 14 U1 squared minus 84 U1 take 216 equals 0. Now from here you would be expected to go to your calculator. So let's see if we can do that. So we're going to go to menu, number 5. We want to sketch this one. You could use the equation solver, but remember, I think sketching is much more useful. You get a better understanding of what's going on. So here I've got x cubed. X is going to be, of course, used for U1, plus 14 x squared minus 84x minus 216. And if we draw that, well, we can see the two intercepts. There will be 3 intercepts, but we can see 2 of them. If we go ahead and zoom out a little bit, so let's just change our viewing window. I'm going to make it the standard one, see if that helps me at all. Usually it will. Okay, well it hasn't, so let's just view window. We can zoom right out if we want to. Negative 30 to 30. Scale doesn't really matter. And y values, well, if I'm cubing y values, are going to get pretty big. So let's just, there we go, negative 200 to 200. That's probably not going to be anywhere near big enough, but we'll have a look anyway. 30 squared, it's going to be much bigger than that. But that's good enough. We can see the shape now, so that'll do. So U1, possible values for U1 could be shift, G-solve. We want the roots. Where did it equal 0? Negative 18. What else could it equal? Negative 2 or 6. And so geometric series has a second term 6. The sum of its first 3 terms is negative 14. Find its fourth term. Now here's something. If we just go ahead and check those, are we indeed going to get the sum of the first 3 terms and everything being correct there? So we'll sub those values in, respectively, into our first equation there, r equals 6 over u1, and see what we get. So first up, if I let u1 equal negative 18, r is going to be 6 divided by negative 18. The ratio is negative 1/3. So what would my 3 numbers be? Well, it's going to be u1, so that's negative 18, multiplying by negative 1/3 to get the second term. Negative 18 multiplied by negative 1/3 is 6. We knew that was going to be the case. And then the last one, multiplying through by negative 1/3 again, we're going to have negative 2. Does it satisfy everything? The first 3 terms, the sum of those is negative 14, correct? Second term is 6, so that would work. And of course we want to answer it. What's the fourth term? So the fourth term, if I multiply by negative 1/3 again, I'm going to get positive 2/3. So that's one possible answer for U4, the fourth term. If I'm using negative 2 for U1, then R is going to be 6 divided by negative 2. The ratio would be negative 3. What are we going to get if we use that one? Okay, well let's see. So we're going to start off with negative 2. I multiplied by negative 3 to get 6. Multiplied by negative 3 again, and I'm going to get negative 18. Yep, they're the same numbers, just in a different order. So they're still going to have the same sum of negative 14, so it worked correctly. And in that case, U4 is going to be equal to negative 3 by 18 is 54. With that third possible value, now when I've got this series which has a second term of 6, I don't think this is going to satisfy the sum being negative 14. And let's have a look and see why that is the case. If I let U1 equal 6, what happens? R equals 1. Well, that's not a geometric series, is it? That's just 6, 6, 6, 6, etc. And it doesn't satisfy the possible initial values that we were given, so we can reject that one. And we've got our values. U4 would equal 2/3, or it would equal 54. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck with the study. Cheers.